haven't been doing my German. I will admit to that. Simply because I've been focused on the French and Catalan with the European trip coming up. And apparently I need the refreshers.
Nicht für kleine Kinder.
Oh good, we get a story. I haven't done story time in a long time. So this should be good. Not for children? Not for tiny children. I will take Salur's explanation that Catalan is very much like if French and Italian had a baby. That would be the equivalent of that language. Because there are a lot of words and pronunciations that are much more similar to those two languages than it is to Spanish. Like, for instance, the very first phrase that Salur taught me, which was good night, buona nit, it is, to me, to my ear, much more Italian and French sounding than Spanish. In Spanish, you would say buenas noches. In French, you would say bonne nuit. In Italian, you would say buonanotte. So, buona nit to me sounds like a mishmash of the French and Italian way of saying goodnight. Closer to that than it would be to Spanish. The pronunciation is different, the spelling is different. Which is why learning German for the past 2 years was so much simpler, because it is nothing like Spanish, even if it has some similarities in grammar and phrasing. But at least the words are removed enough that I can tell a German word and not confuse it with something else. Though now hearing Dutch, I'm gonna get that confusion. But adding the French and adding the Catalan to the lesson plan is making my brain go screwy. Story time. Not for small children. Nicht für kleine Kinder.
Sari ist bei Junior, denn Eddie arbeitet.
I think I need to raise that volume. Again.
Sari ist bei Junior, denn Eddie arbeitet.
Sari is at juniors because Eddie is working. Sari ist bei Junior, denn Eddie arbeitet.
Sari, können wir dein Videospiel spielen?
Sorry, can we play your video game? Sorry, können wir dein Videospiel spielen?
Dein Vater kommt bald nach Hause. Ich muss jetzt die Wohnung putzen.
Your father is coming home very soon, or coming home soon. I have to clean the apartment now. Dein Vater kommt bald nach Hause. Ich muss jetzt die Wohnung putzen. Sorry, can't play video games right now. That's correct.
Kann ich das Videospiel spielen?
Can I play the video game? Kann ich das Videospiel spielen?
Es tut mir leid. Mein Videospiel ist nicht für kleine Kinder.
I am sorry. My video game is not for small children. Es tut mir leid. Mein Videospiel ist nicht für kleine Kinder. And then the word for kids is Kinder. The singular is Kind. Plural is Kinder. And back to day one realization that kindergarten literally translates to a garden for children.
Ich bin kein kleines Kind mehr.
I am no longer a small child. Ich bin kein kleines Kind mehr.
Und was bist du? Ein Erwachsener? Erwachsene waschen ab.
And what are you? Und was bist du? An adult? Ein Erwachsener? Adults clean up. Erwachsene waschen ab.
Ich kann abwaschen.
I can clean up. Ich kann abwaschen.
Junior geht in die Küche und
Junior goes into the kitchen and cleans up. Junior geht in die Küche und wascht ab.
Fertig, alles sauber.
Done. Fertig. Everything is clean. Alles sauber.
Erwachsene putzen auch den Tisch.
Adults also clean up the table. Erwachsene putzen auch den Tisch.
Ich kann den Tisch putzen.
I can clean the table. Ich kann den Tisch putzen.
Junior putzt den Tisch.
Junior cleans the table. Junior putzt den Tisch.
Gut gemacht, Junior. Ich glaube, du bist wirklich ein Erwachsener.
Good job, Junior. Gut gemacht, Junior. Yes, he is definitely being scammed. This is a classic. What is it? The Huckleberry Finn, whitewashing the fence kind of thing. Ich glaube, you are really an adult or a grown-up. Du bist wirklich ein Erwachsener. Why does Sari tell the junior he is an adult? He cleaned the house like an adult. Yes, he cleaned the kitchen. He cleaned the table.
Können wir jetzt ein Videospiel spielen?
Oh, Chico, you called this one. Can we play the video game now? Können wir jetzt ein Videospiel spielen? Your video game.
Oh nein, es ist schon 9 Uhr. Du musst ins Bett gehen.
Oh no, it is almost 9 o'clock. Oh nein, es ist schon 9 Uhr. You have to go to bed. Du musst ins Bett gehen. Yes, totally scammed. Alright, let's set the battle and then we'll finish the story. An army of me, which I will probably lose. Won't reset till 3 battles of losses. Although, who knows? I mean, my Templars pretty much holding their own pretty well. Why are you going for the presents? Go for the golem. Oh no, now they're all coming for you. Damn it. Hi, boat ships. I haven't been doing my Duolingo for too long, but I enjoy it. I think if I was school-minded and wanted to do a full-blown class, I might want more, but for a simple 5-minute lesson a day, it does what it's supposed to do. Alright, we lost this one, but we get salvage chests and monies. Right, this will be the last one. Okay, fine. Halbert, you win. I'm gonna play the Deer Clops one. Traumatized as I am. Luyo, that's interesting. What makes it different from Duolingo to be able to compete? I never tried Babel, but it was on my list to try at one point, and I just never got around to it, and Duo came first. Oh, that's clever. I do enjoy vocabulary stuff. Let's see. Oh yeah. Oh no, it's almost 9 o'clock. You have to go to bed.
Aber ich bin ein Erwachsener. Erwachsene gehen spät ins Bett.
But I'm an adult. Aber ich bin ein Erwachsener. Adults go to bed later. Erwachsene gehen spät ins Bett. Okay, so the kid is being scanned. He called it Jigo. But he is using logic against his babysitter. Junior says he is an adult now, so he can stay up late. Oh, and speaking of vocabulary games, this is actually my favorite part of doing Duo. It's when they do the matchy stuff. At 9 o'clock, 9 Uhr. Late is spät. I'm sorry. Es tut mir leid. Which, if I've said it before and I haven't been here, it is the way we say I'm sorry in Spanish. Like usually it's lo siento, but which means literally it means I'm sorry, but the way they say I'm sorry in German, they're really saying it is my fault, or but it's usually it's internalizing how the error plays into whatever they're talking about. And in Spanish, the phrase we use is es mi culpa. It is my fault, basically. So it's one of the nice German-Spanish similarities I enjoy. To clean means putzen, and adult is erwachsene. Yes, they do take it a bit further. I'm sorry that it offends your eyeballs. I would have had a pod up for you to watch me rage against it. But you broke me, Paddle Daddy. I needed a break. I needed a break from all the breaking and raging against language is something I can also do. Alright, let's switch to a quick French lesson. Excuse me, do you speak French, orange, or horse? I'm gonna say French. Excusez-moi, tu parles français? And another similarity to Spanish and French that I enjoy is you're saying a sentence of fact. Tu parles français means you speak French. But if you put an interrogation, a question mark at the end, and you just change the lilt, of your word in a questioning tone, you change the sentence of fact to a sentence of question, because you're not just saying you speak French. It's almost saying things with incredulity. You speak French. It's questioning that kind of statement of fact is the equivalent of asking, do you speak French? Excusez-moi, tu parles français? Oh shoot, I gotta switch headphones.
Chat.
Chat means cat.
Tu.
Tu means you.
Espagnol.
Español. De veras, tú hablas español. It's pronounced the same way as Spanish. Yes, I'm doing French to be able to speak to the Parisians without hearing disdain in their voice when I butcher their language. And I am also going to do a lesson of Catalan at the end, so I can get around Barcelona when I go see Salur and have Catalonians not sneer at me for speaking Spanish.
Fille.
Fille means girl. What is your name? Or literally, how are you called? Comment tu t'appelles? I am Helen. Je suis Hélène. Je suis Hélène de Troyes. What do you say? Troy. Je suis Hélène de Troyes. That is a good point, and in fact, that is often hotly debated in arguments here in the United States, because people often do say that, and they have to clarify, I don't think you're stupid, I think the idea is stupid. Although, in some cases, I think the sentence speaks to both, but they're just couching it by saying the idea is stupid.
Sarah est espagnole. Sarah est espagnole.
Sarah is Spanish. Sarah est espagnol.
Agneau. Anneau. Agneau.
That GN sounds like the ñ in Spanish.
Il est espagnol.
He is Spanish. Il est espagnol. Il est espagnol. I mean, you would say il est, but anytime you have the second or the following word begin with a vowel, you run the ending consonant of the previous one to the next one. So, il est espagnol, but you say it, il est espagnol.
Un.
Une fille espagnole.
A Spanish girl. Une fille espagnole.
Excuse-moi, Paul. Moi. Toi. Moi.
Excuse me. Paul. Excuse-moi, Paul. Okay, conjugation. The you speak Spanish, ends with an S. The I speak French, no S.
Parle.
Tu parles espagnol, je parle français. Spelled differently, conjugated differently, but they sound the same.
Excuse-moi. Comment tu te appelles?
Is your Uber or whatever you're ordering to get you to the airport on its way? Hopefully. Or scheduled at least. Excusez-moi, comment tu t'appelles? Excuse me, what is your name? Scheduled, yes, okay. A Spanish girl.
Une fille
Espagnole.
espagnole.
And in English, we put the adjectives first. In Spanish, and French, and Italian. And in most other languages, we put the noun first and then the adjectives later. Also because we want to know what it is we are describing, and if there's a lot of adjectives, you kind of lose interest or forget by the time you get to the actual noun what the heck it is you're talking about. So it's very important to state the kind of noun first before you describe it. So you're basically saying a girl that is Spanish. Just the fact that you said the Canadian professor, I mean, even in literal language class, you're still putting apologetic Canadian intonation into the translation. My brain always goes to literal, and I learned this from translating Latin. It's like I can't improvise. I have to go straight to the original meaning before I even try and assimilate it to common spoken phrases that are the equivalent to that. Duo, do you speak French?
Duo, tu parles français.
Duo, tu parles français? Spelling. I never type on this keyboard, sorry. Not that it's an excuse. Another solution, not just comment tu t'appelles, comment t'appelles-tu? And of course, if I'd even written that, they would have dinged me and said, no, you should have said, comment tu t'appelles? In Spanish, literally be, ¿cómo te llamas tú? In Spanish, ¿cómo tú te llamas? I don't know. I guess this is phrasing wise, ¿cómo te appelles tu? Would be more common. But it just sounds weird. In French, you don't say that. Let's see if they ding me for that here. No, they just ding me for not adding the dash. Well, at least that's right. Right, and moving on to our very last lesson, we'll do some Catalan. And as I stated before, because there is no English to Catalan, there's only a Spanish to Catalan lesson on Duo. I will translate the Spanish and Catalan to English. So it will be Triolingo in one, making this appropriately a quadlingo after a quadinoid stream session. Oh, it'll be a long repass of everything in section 2. Hopefully that'll keep us occupied for the next 11 minutes while we finish waiting for the battle. Yo leo un libro. I read a book. In Catalonian, yo legejo un libro. Yeah. These are the things, Jigo, if you can see. In Spanish, it is libro. In Catalonian, it is libra, but it's spelled livre, like it would be spelled in it could be French or Italian. And then all the E's have an A sound, all the O's have a U sound. And then a lot of verb conjugations have a frickin' X in them. It is not a syllable consonant sound that is very common, especially with the G, the soft G right before it. In Spanish, los hombres, the men, las mujeres, the women. In Catalan, els homes, las donas. In Spanish, la carne, the meat, el pescado, the fish, y la fruta, and the fruit, son comida, are food. In Catalan, la carne, el pez, y la fruta son... This is the part where I forget vocabulary because I haven't done it in a while. I think the word for comida is the same word that we use in Spanish, which is merienda, but it's just spelled differently. No, the word for food is eating, which is very similar to the way, remember if you're dinging me for my capitalization of essen and essen? One is food, one is to eat. Well, apparently in Catalan, food and eat are the same freaking word. So, menjar, which is to eat, the infinitive of to eat. Similar to the Italian mangiare, is the word for food. I think the word I'm thinking for like meal in Spanish, I think they use it for snack in Catalan. So the correct translation for the meat, the fish, and the fruit are food. In Catalan, it is la carn, el peix y la fruita son menjar.
És un menú vegetarià. Verdura, pasta, arròs, pa, fruita. És un menú vegetarià. Verdura, arròs, pasta, pa, fruita. És un menú vegetarià. Verdura, pasta, arròs, pa, fruita. Arròs, pa, fruita.
Es un menú vegetarià. Verdura, pasta, arroz, pa, fruita.
És un menú vegetarià. Verdura, pasta, arròs, pa, fruita.
So that was in Catalan. In English, the translation is, it is a vegetarian menu. Vegetables, pasta, rice, bread, and fruit. In Spanish, es un menú vegetariano. Verdura, pasta, arroz, pan, fruta. As you can see, pan in Spanish for Catalanian, you just drop the A. And then for a lot of words that have U, like fruta in Spanish, fruit, you add the I. I think they do the same with water, agua, they just make it agua. ¿Cuál de estos es la manzana? Which of these is the apple? Nen is the boy. Oma is man. La poma is the apple. And also poma is apple in Italian.
La dona menja carn amb salsa. La dona menja carn amb salsa.
La dona menja carn and salsa. The woman is eating meat with salsa. In Spanish, la mujer come carne con salsa.
Una nena beu un suc i menja un tomàquet. Una nena beu un suc i menja un tomàquet.
Una nena beu un suc i menja un tomàquet. A girl is drinking a juice and she is eating a tomato. In Spanish, una niña bebe un zumo y come un tomate. I will point out that if this is the translation they're using for juice, zumo, it is a European Spanish translation because we don't use sumo to mean juice. Sumo to us is like when you cut into an orange and like the little bits of citrus acid are given off, like the taste, the oil, the smell. That is considered sumo, not an actual like drinkable. I have 8 ounces of orange juice.
Vosaltres sou dones. Vosaltres sou dones.
You are women. Vosotras so donas. In Spanish, vosotras sois mujeres. Oh my god, I think it was the same word. Sorry, I've been slacking on my vocab. No. It's one of those differences that it is not the same word in Spanish. So, in Spanish, la naranja is the orange, but in Catalan, it's la tronja. In Spanish, toronja is not orange. In Spanish, toronja is a grapefruit.
La dona prepara el sopar. La dona prepara el sopar.
I don't think, excuse me, I don't think I'm hearing that right.
La dona prepara el sopar.
Alright, let's run the battle. If there's anybody on there. Oh, there are. Thank you for saving me from loneliness in my last battle, guys. But you're splitting it. You're fine. That is breaking news, Odin. You're usually naked. Since I'm streaming in bed today, it would be inappropriate for me to specify if I am or not. That is amazing news. So amazing. It should get pinned. We are very much about appropriate things and being inappropriate about it. Okay, good. My last battle was not a complete and abject failure. One thing went right today. And congratulations, Arrow Garfield and Neon Halo. You guys get some minis. Alright, let's finish the language pleasant torture. Oh, so you can bonk her properly. What phrase, what word am I missing here? I'm just not hearing it.
La dona prepara el sopar.
I'm just gonna take the loss on this one. Oh! That was it. That's why I couldn't hear it. Yes, but if you bonk Becca, you know that her response would be, I can't believe you've done this. Bruh. Whereas if you did that with me, I would say something completely different. Hit me, baby, one more time. Okay, so the correct phrase that they were saying in Catalan, but I just can't hear because pronunciation is wonky. La dona prepara al sopar. In Spanish, la mujer prepara la cena. In English, the woman is preparing the dinner. So they're using the word al sopar to mean la cena, to mean dinner. Al sopar is the equivalent of the word supper in English. Oh, I see your plan, Odin. You're taking your own toy, so she'll use it on you. You should take other things too. You're sleeping at the airport? I won't be joining them in Berlin either, Jigo. Ah, it's always the spelling, damn it. In Spanish, muchas gracias, de nada. Many thanks You're welcome, which literally just means it's nothing or of nothing. In Catalan, moltes gràcies, de res. Yeah, if only Jigo used his appeal to get donations, he'd be making bank. I know this one. L'aigua, el agua, the water. Yes, I'm learning Catalan. I'm learning Catalan for Salur. Hey, Jigo would have a very lucrative career as a Geralt and cosplayer. Specifically, a naked Geralt cosplayer. Ah, fuck. I was in the right path. The spelling just got me. So, in Spanish, las niñas comen. The girls are eating. Tú escribes. You are writing. En catalán, las nenas menjan. Tú escribes. I am very much suggesting that, Kiki. Hot tub stream community challenge. I am all for that. I will donate all my points to that. Finally, got one right. In Spanish, los niños comen verdura. The boys are eating vegetables. In catalán, els nens mengen verdura. I knew that. I always know that, and I still didn't put the right vowel. Okay, in Spanish, ellos comen pan. They are eating bread. They masculine. Ellas beben vino. They feminine are drinking wine. In catalán, els mengen pa. Ellas beuen vi. Okay, now we're getting to the ones I got wrong. Question is, can Alexis remember? In Spanish, la carne, el pescado y la fruta son comida. The meat, the fish, and the fruit are food. En catalán, la carne, el peix y la fruta son menjar. And menjar, which is, as I said before, the infinitive form of to eat, very much sounding like the Italian verb mangiare, also means food, like German essen and essen, depending on which is capitalized. In Spanish, what is la naranja, or the orange in Catalan? And that is la taronja.
La dona prepara el sopar.
In Catalan, la dona prepara al sopar. The woman is preparing the dinner. In Spanish, la mujer prepara la cena. In Spanish, las niñas comen. The girls are eating. Tú escribes. You are writing, or you write. In catalán, las nenas menjan. Tú escribes. Woohoo! I'm up to level 3 on Catalan. Gotta work my way up to catch up to all the advanced German. Thank you for that lurk, Kiki. And for meeting up with Miss Beku. Please give her a big hug for me. And Odin, give her a big bonk when you see her. Bonk. All the bonks. We bonk with love. Okay. Thank you so much for hanging with me through my frustrations today. Playing One Head Clapping courtesy of Albert as an early birthday present. I enjoyed raging and being frustrated. Oh my goodness, Kiki, I completely missed your no hablo inglés thing. That makes it a little difficult to do when I'm doing the translation, but I will refund it and you can redeem it later if you want. Let's see. And then to sublimate my rage against not being able to hit the right notes, we switched over to Odin's wonderful quadnoid, which is, you know, inciting nostalgia in my super breakout on Atari days. But that also broke my brain. So we finished off with some Duolingo. Thank you, Uber, for the resubscribe, as well as Gexavetter. Thank you for that. Thank you, Halbert, for keeping me well postured while I'm laying in bed. Thank you so much, Scruffy, for the raid and bringing your peoples. Ward Park Forest, thank you for the follow. That's Ollie. John Boy, thank you for the hydrate. I missed it, but I'm gonna hydrate right now, even though you can't hear me because you're streaming. And Killer V-Lord, thank you for that follow as well. Alright, I think we should go and say hello to the beautiful mother of bunnies, who is playing Valheim right now. So let's go raid Miss Lady Two Socks. If you get left behind on the raid, which has been happening very often, this is where we're going. Thank you, Jigo. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. These are the raid messages for everybody. And if you are subscribed and would like to use the channel emotes, the second message is for you. Although I think I said we were gonna do an Angie raid, didn't we? I think this will be me. Because today has been a very Angie stream. Believe it or not, I'm keeping it all on the inside, but yeah. Alright, let's get our raid started. To Miss Two Socks. And I will see all of you next Saturday. I will be streaming during the day, 10 a.m. Pacific to 4 p.m. It will be my birthday stream, and we'll do community play. We'll be doing Kart Rider Drift, which is very much like Mario Kart and Garfield Kart. So hopefully you guys can make it. Alright, thanks again for being here and keeping me company tonight. I will catch you guys next Saturday. Bye.